Once upon a time, a young man was very much troubled by his bad habits. His life was completely disturbed due to his bad habits. He did not value his time at all. He would just facet the whole day in useless things. He was also very lazy and drowsy. Whenever his family members asked him to do some work, he would try to avoid that work by making excuse. And for some reason, if he had to do that work, he would do the work in haste, without an interest. Whenever his parents tried to teach him something, he would argue with them without admitting his mistake. He would always postpone important tasks and decisions for tomorrow and try to avoid all kinds of responsibilities slowly and slowly. When all his friends started outdoing him, he began to realize that his bad habits are now causing him to lag behind. He tried many times to improve his bad habits, but every time he failed in it. Then one day, one of his friends told him that a monk is staying in a hut outside the village for a few days. He suggested him to meet the monk for his problem. Although the young man did not believe, but he still reached to the monk to meet him the next day. When he reached there, the monk was meditating. With his eyes closed, the young man went in front of him and bowed to him. The monk opened his eyes, and with a smile on his face, he asked the young man to see it. The young man told his problem to the monk and told him how he wanted to change his habits, but he failed every time. The monk listened to the young man patiently. Then he thought for a moment and said, "My friend, you want to change your habits in few days. But you must know that just as it takes a long time to form habits, similarly, it will take a long time to change those habits. For this, you have to give time and change your bad habits with good habits. For example, if you want to leave the habit of lying, then you will have to adopt habit of telling truth first." Then the monk became serious and said, "Son, today I will tell you about 6 such habits, which will not only change your old habits, but it can also change your life." The young man asked the monk enthusiastically, "Sir, please tell me about those 6 habits." The monk began to say, he said the first habit is reading books. The answer to all the questions of the word are hidden in the books, because the questions which are arising on your mind today, the same questions have arisen in the minds of many people before you, and some of them found answers to those questions, and they have written those answers in a book. So without going through the whole process again, you can find answers to your questions by just reading books in a book. A person gives you the experience of his whole life, from which you can learn a lot. And along with it, by reading books, you will be able to learn new things. You will be able to know your shortcomings. You will have new and positive thoughts in your mind, which will help you to move ahead in your life. It has been seen that all the successful people in the world have habit of reading books. Therefore, you also start reading books from today onwards. It will bring miraculous change in your life. Then, the monk further said, "The second habit is writing. You will get knowledge by reading books, but the knowledge that you will get from books is forgotten after some time. Therefore, while reading the books, if you find something good in it, then immediately write it down and keep it with you. When you will read that thing again and again, you will find it easy to implement that in your life. Similarly, if you have any goal in your life, then write it down and keep it in front of your eyes every day. If you see your goal in front of your eyes every day, then you will get inspiration every day to achieve your goal. Apart from that, writing is a wonderful way to create a connection with our inner being. When we get into the habit of writing, our mind stops venting and starts focusing on the topic about which we want to write. There are many thoughts going on in our mind all the time, but writing solid defies those thoughts in our mind and thus creates new ideas in our mind. That's why you should start writing for yourself from today onwards. Then the monk said, "The third habit is start doing meditation. Meditation is the medium that can solve all your mental problems. Most of the problems in life are caused by getting lost in past or thinking about future. Meditation can pull you from past and future and bring you in the present, and there is no better joy than living in the present moment. Apart from this, Meditation stops our mind from vending here and there by decreasing the flow of thoughts in our mind. It will not only calm your mind, but will also save your mind from overthinking. It makes your mind to concentrate and focus on the work for longer periods, and then you can do your works of hours in minutes. Apart from that meditation, keep your mind stress-free and healthy. When your mind is healthy, your body is more likely to be healthy. There are so many benefits of meditation that if we start counting here, then we will be short of time. Therefore, you must start doing meditation every day. Then the fourth habit, is express gratitude for what you have. Be thankful for whatever you have. If we shift our focus from what we don't have to what we have, then our whole life will be filled with happiness. Never think that if I get this, I will be happy. Or if that happens, then I will be happy. But always be thankful to Almighty for whatever you have today. When something goes wrong in your life, take a moment to be thankful for many things that are going right in your life. Gratitude is such a beautiful habit that will always keep you happy in your life. Even once Buddha said, happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. The habit of expressing gratitude and attitude reminds us again and again that our life is not lacking, but we have a lot, therefore always be grateful for whatever you have. The fifth habit that you must adopt is waking up early in the morning. You must have heard the popular saying that early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. This popular saying indicates the importance of waking upper. This is a habit that has been seen in the life of all successful and great people. When we wake up early in the morning, we feel refreshed, happier, and active in the morning since there is a little disturbance and noise, so we can concentrate more on our studies and work. By waking up early, we can do yoga, meditation, exercise, or go for a morning walk. By doing so, we will feel more fit and healthier, along with health benefits. Waking up early also has some mental benefits. It reduces our stress, anger, and changes our attitude to optimistic and positive. It helps to achieve success in our life. Therefore, start waking up early every day. Then the monk said, the sixth habit that you must adopt in your life is self-discipline. When a person leads a disciplined life, they set an easy path to success. They will develop an approach to happiness and a beautiful future ahead. Being disciplined is the practice of having a scheduled daily routine, which helps an individual to be punctual and hardworking. If you want to make your present happy and future bright, then you must bring some discipline in your life. You can bring the above said habits in your life only if you are disciplined. Some of the disciplines which you must have in your life are getting up early in the morning, doing meditation at same time every day, reading good books and ignore the bad ones, eating light and easily digestible food or avoid junk food, exercise daily, doing some breathing exercise every day. These are the few disciplines that can lead your life to toward progress. Discipline, create habits, make routines, and routine becomes who you are. Therefore, you must bring self-discipline in your life. Then the monk said, if you bring in these 6 habits in your life, then your life will start changing. Miraculously saying this, the Buddhist monk became silent. Now the young man had understood the meaning of the monk's words in front of the monk. He promised himself to bring in these 6 habits in his life. Then he bowed onto the monk, thanked him, and left from there. So, friends, if you also want to bring positive change in your life, then start adopting these 6 habits in your life from today, and you will see that your life will start moving in the direction of program.